isso aí, galera. Então, vai começar, hein? Eita, olha esse skin, gente.
I love this story about Balric and Radia and Citrine.
I know you do.
Tell it again, Lloyd. Please.
Doomed lovers. Real tearjerker. Had good genes, though.
Ó, o tio Regor.
Genes from like two men.
Sonic?
Toss
oh,
him to the
man,
wind.
that's a great name.
Cool, boom.
Queen Shayura.
Queen Shayura. Let's
Ooh, we got
do
double
this.
Mag Prime. Hell
Ooh.
yeah.
Vamos começar. Não é? Era só isso?
Ooh, I love this story about Balric and Radia and Citrine.
I know you do.
Tell it again, Lloyd. Please.
Doomed lovers. Real tearjerker. Had good genes, though. Genes from like two men.
Não é isso.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to DevStream.
Não acredito. Será que eles cancelaram a... É. Parece que era só isso, galera.
Ooh, I love this story about Balric and Radia and Citrine.
Bom,
I know you
vamos
do.
ver. É, aparentemente parece que era só aquilo, gente. Só o trailerzinho avisando a gente que já está disponível a atualização. Vou confirmar então e já passo para vocês, tá?
167. Hello, everybody, and welcome to DevStream 167. Really quickly, let's address the Utico in the room. Rebecca Ford.
Yeah, just sometimes you gotta stay home. It's just that simple.
That's all good. She didn't want to color coordinate with Pablo and I in our pink and red, but that's fine.
I didn't get the memo.
You didn't need the memo. It's fine.
I ignored the memo.
Welcome to the stream. I know it's the end, almost the end of January, but I'm going to say it anyways. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a wonderful end
Eu acho
to
que é,
their
hein, Xande?
2022 and
Eu acho
a
que é
great
só uma
beginning for
atualização.
2023. This is our
Eu tô confirmando agora, tô abrindo
DevStream.
o jogo aqui pra
We're
ter certeza.
back.
It's a crazy year, too.
Yay.
Yeah, it's I'm sweating already. That's why I couldn't come in. You know, too much.
I mean,
too
it's
much
you don't
sweat.
have windows.
Essa
in that box,
aqui,
so-
essa DevStream é a anterior, tá?
Oh, very good.
É, quer dizer, a anterior não, é a última,
All right,
né?
let's get into a bit of housekeeping and, of
Só tô
course,
deixando isso
introduce
passando pra vocês
who
não
is on
ficarem
this
aí
house. We're gonna start down
olhando,
there.
mexendo no sistema.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Greg. I'm the lead character artist. Feels good to be called up from the minor leagues again.
Oh, stop.
So, yeah. Eric, concept director.
Wow.
Happy New Year's.
Oh,
Happy to be here.
happy to be here.
It's also the new Lunar New Year as well, so this
You're
is the
the-
first DevStream with a new.
Rabbit. We have Indian stuff for that. But no, it's out. My name is Megan, and I'm the community director at DevStream.
And Pablo, I'm the lead designer.
Go for it. And I'm just
Tomara.
here to creatively direct some things. You know, it's almost been a year since that happened, eh, Pablo?
Olha,
February 1st.
não, eu acabei de abrir o jogo
It's
aqui,
been a while, yeah.
não apareceu nenhuma atualização.
And you guys can't see it, but on the other screen, there's a screenshot of my failures right there.
No, no. We'll get to that. No. Before we jump into everything we're going to show, obviously tonight we do have Twitch drops happening right now. We have a ribbon grab bag. If you're all linked up, watch for 30 minutes to get yourself either a rifle ribbon, a shotgun ribbon, a pistol ribbon, a melee ribbon, or a ribbon cipher. Ain't that it?
Riveting.
Riveting. Thank
A
you.
lot of
Eric.
ribbons.
Wow.
É, acho que era só aquilo mesmo, gente. Só aquele trechinho. Que coisa. Ó, só esse trechinho mesmo. Ah, peraí, vamos ver. Mas foi isso que decepcionante.
Ooh, I love this story. About Balric and Rania and Citrine.
I know you do.
Tell it again, Lloyd. Please.
Doomed
É,
lovers.
gente, pode ser.
Real tearjerker.
Mas estranho, né? Eles marcam um horário, aí você entra e não tem nada.
Genes from
Huh?
like two men.
Bom, vamos continuar vendo a DevStream. Vai que
Before
acontece
we jump
alguma
into
coisa, eu
everything
volto
we're
lá,
gonna
né?
show, obviously tonight we do have Twitch drops happening right now. We have a ribbon grab bag. If you're all linked up, watch for 30 minutes to get yourself either a rifle ribbon, a shotgun ribbon, a pistol ribbon, a melee ribbon, or a ribbon cipher. Ain't that it?
Riveting.
Riveting. Thank
A
you.
lot of
Eric.
ribbons.
Wow, what a contribution. 30 minutes, make sure you're linked, warframe.com/Twitch. If you're not, just check yourself out. And then we do have Gift of the Lotus alerts happening at 3 p.m. Eastern Time when this stream will conclude, of a Orokin reactor blueprint and a Orokin catalyst blueprint up for 24 hours. Don't miss it if you need some potatoes
Bom.
in your life. All right. Obviously, I mean, maybe not obviously, but I'm sure there are some people who have seen, as they were waiting for this stream, the announcement image, and also maybe even the description of Citrine's last wish. What does that even mean? Tough to say.
is that?
What is that? You've never heard that in your life. We're going to tell you, but we wanted
gente,
to
vamos
start the
aguardar
stream
até mais
off
tarde, então.
with
Vamos
a
ver.
bit of a update on
Tomara
the
que
development
seja
of
isso mesmo.
Duviri. Over to you, Yutiko.
Indeed. Before I say important things, I'm going to say not important things because apparently I have some reverb issues. So I'm going to talk until chat either tells Dean that we're good to go or whatnot because I think there are some audio issues.
He's fixing it
so-
now.
So I'm going to say not important things in the meantime, which is that within every game community, you'll find passionate people that are really good at... Oh?
Now we can hear the echo too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Now it's
wow,
an
okay.
echo of an echo.
I just want to talk about how grateful I am for the codpiece detectives in the community that were able to discern from an image what they were looking at. You have forensic cyber experts that were really able to focus in and do codpiece comparisons. And I think Warframe's unique in the codpiece unique market that
mas
we're able to set
uma coisa
ourselves
que eu não
apart,
pensei, será
in
que
the
é
gaming industry, games
11
as a
horas
service,
horário
synergy space
global
with our
ou
pronounced codpieces.
o horário de
Yes.
Brasília mesmo? Acho que deve ser
Really?
horário global, né?
I'm
Por isso
really
que eu tô entrando
glad
aqui e não deve ter nada.
we are in such a unique position. So, our market position is codpiece adjacent, and I'm just really excited about.
Oh, now we lost her.
She gone.
She gone. Dean's fiddling around
Codpiece
over there.
fiddling.
He's figuring it out. Sorry, Reb, we can't hear you anymore.
Echo.
Oh no!
He's pantomiming it. Yep.
Pantomiming.
Codpiece.
Okay, she's talking about the cod
talking
piece. I can
about
see that.
Reb, blink if you're safe. Very good. Okay, she's in a safe place. Don't worry about her.
Do a giveaway.
Oh, we got her.
Yeah.
Oh, Dean's a little busy, so
Okay.
we're just gonna let him go. We're gonna look at chat. Chat, how are
Okay.
you? How was your new year? Tell us how your January has started. How was your January?
Great.
Great.
Yeah. Went snowboarding.
Oh yeah, we had a little vacation
To
post
you
Christmas.
guys want?
We went out west.
Yeah.
It's only cool people.
Hey, let's stick to that
Really
point.
next year.
Vacations, January. That might be related to why this isn't the Duviri dev stream, but we needed Eric here all of January.
We're concept. We were
That's
way
not
ahead of
fair.
it, so it's not our fault. We were done 2 years ago, so
Okay. No, but until the reverb's fixed, I don't want to say anything important. So you guys can just talk. I don't know. I'm
Okay,
still,
we
still
can.
a mess.
How was your
yeah.
January, Megan?
Yeah. How about you guys? How was yours?
How was your January? My January is great.
Apparently it's fixed according to chat, so I don't
We're
know.
good.
Is it good?
Yep.
I'm looking at Dinio.
Is
Dean
it
can
fixed?
tell me.
Because I can't tell when you're not talking.
Okay,
let's let
reverb
Reb
is
talk.
fixed. Yeah, hey everyone. So anyway, about Duviri, we did say at the, we did well, I guess we didn't do a December dev stream last year. We did a November one, right? And we said, see y'all on the other side. So we wanted to do a Duviri dev stream in January. And honestly, we just didn't want to do it because we wanted more time to give you a presentation since TennoCon that puts into context our next open world. And I certainly owe everyone an apology that was looking forward to the Duviri dev stream to start their year off, but it will be worth the wait. It will be in February. And Duviri is just a very beautifully wild.
Oh,
A question
she's
mark.
a question mark
There's
now.
a question mark now.
Oh,
Everything you can.
And she's back.
Oh, is she
Oh,
back?
she's back.
oh,
Okay.
she's back.
She tried to escape, but she's back.
Sorry, we lost you, Reb. Continue.
But I did bring
That's
some
about sorry, it's about
screenshots.
as good as it's gonna get. Sorry to interrupt. It's because you guys have speakers in the room hearing her. That's where the low echo is coming from. So that's probably as good as it
So
could be.
Dean's fault.
So
Eric's muted for the rest of this.
Oh,
Anyway,
Reb, continue.
I think this is as good as it's gonna
Yeah,
get.
that's okay.
Unfortunately.
Go on,
all
Reb.
right. Did people hear me? I don't know. But anyway, the point is there will be the February deep dive Duviri dev streamer where we'll walk you through everything. But I did bring some screenshots. I just wanted to talk to everyone a little bit about. So the first one, whatever one you want to pull up, I'll do a little look at the open world. I don't know if it's gonna. Okay.
Oh, cool.
So maybe a keen-eyed player will. But this is underneath Duviri. There will be some beautiful and quite peculiar caves for you to explore, and there will be some information about perhaps the truth of Duviri. And yeah, so you can see me on my cave there in the cave under Duviri. can take a look. This is I took this moments ago, just before the stream. So this was I was running around DVRE today, and you'll get a closer look at this in February. And then another one I have is just a little bit more of a look of the landscape itself. DVRE is unlike any other open world we've done. It's going to be very strange, very beautiful. The team is putting together some incredible ways for you to explore and play, and you will get a full gameplay breakdown in our next dev stream. But it's coming along wonderfully. We're very excited about DVRE. It's our priority for the start of the year. But with all that said, it is something that we are not ready to show today because we have something else to show, which is Citrine's Last Wish. So again, apologize for people that wanted to see DVRE gameplay today. It will be our February dev stream dedicated to putting everything you just saw into context because it's truly one of a kind Warframe update. So thanks for your patience, and yeah, hope you're excited because I sure as hell am.
And those were some ultra wide pictures, might I add, Rebecca Ford.
Someone might be bragging about her new monitor.
I don't know
Someone.
who.
I'm not sure who.
It looked
Couldn't
awesome,
be me.
Could it be me?
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
in general, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I think this is by quite a length our most ambitious update ever. It's very, very ambitious. It's coming along really good, and it has a lot of really cool stuff. But you know, I think we like our first tease for DVRE was so long ago that we'd rather wait a little bit more and get it right than rush it and have issues. You know, so that's basically where we're at.
Yes.
But
you will.
in
Yeah.
the meantime, we got a surprise.
We do. We have an update you've literally never heard of, which we're going to get into very shortly. First, let's do a platinum prize. Dean, appreciate. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. No, I appreciate you trying to figure that out, but we shall prevail. I'm quiet. Sorry, Dean.
Oh, Stanley _ors has won 1,000 platinum. I can read it perfectly because I'm a.
Wow.
Why do you need me for?
Widescreen, wide eyes.
Okay. Yeah. Stanley
O microfone da Mega tá, da Rebeca tá alto pra caramba.
Yeah, congrats.
Congrats. Please whisper. Thank you. All right. Before we talk about Citrine's update and what's coming in the near future, we're going to take one step backwards, back to 2022. And over the past couple years, I want to say 2020 and 2021, we have released a year in review stats webpage where you can take a look at usage stats for warframes, for weapons, per platform. And we have done that again this year. For anyone who is interested in that and wants to peruse, you can do !stats in the Twitch chat, or you can go to warframe.com/2022stats. Dean, if you can go to my gameplay, which is not gameplay. Pablo, what's this?
That is, remember that time I tried to make Wukong a little less used? Remember how well that went?
I mean, this is maybe a smaller number than what it used to be. I don't know.
it's just
Look at
pretty-
Wisp up there.
Yeah, that was
I mean, he's a starter. We all know he'd be up there. But
Yeah.
anyway, these are, like I said, stats for the weapons, warframes themselves. You can see a little heat map if you're a visual individual like myself. Wowie. Wow. Red, am I right? You can go through it. What do you think the primary weapon? We tried to guess earlier. What do you think?
Yeah, my guess, I mean, some Kuba, but probably the Brahma.
Kuvazar is still up there. Ah, yes, yes.
But this is
No,
all of
Brahma's third.
2022.
That wasn't that far.
Yeah, so something to consider about this is obviously when stuff happened in 2022. When we had updates, when we had reworks, you know, obviously Varuna isn't going to be the highest one here because she came out in December. Like, you got to take all that stuff into consideration. But there are some fun stats here for the entire year of 2022. So obviously, you know, these stuff at the top, as we know about Wukong Prime especially, you know, those were things that we saw at the top near the beginning, you know, Q1, Q2 of the year, and did some changes and some rework. So they're still reflected here in the top because we did those later on in the year. So take that into
Latum
consideration.
didn't even come out till the end of April, so it's yeah, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can check that out, warframe.com/2022stats. Oh, the Zorus coming in hot. Ooh.
Almost like combo is good. Infinite combo. It's almost like you want to keep your combo up.
Who would have thought? Infinite combo. All right, Dean, you can go with my gameplay if you would like. Thanks, Dean. All right, now speaking of this year. Obviously, we have what we're going to talk about soon.
Antes da
Citrine's Last Wish. We'll
Manda.com,
get there very
nós-
soon. Duviri, obviously on deck, but also one big anniversary of 2023 is our 10-year anniversary. Guys are turning 10.
Nice.
Double digits. Wow. If you don't know, or if you're new here, just unfamiliar, March 25th is our 10-year anniversary of Warframe being birthed, if you will, through the mind of Stephen Sinclair and many others. And we're going to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary. It's a big milestone. So we will have more information about what you can expect for the year of 10 year leading up to that. I don't have anything right now other than just stay tuned for more information about what could possibly happen during the year. I don't know.
Cool
Just
stuff
some
coming.
fun stuff. Who knows?
That's insane. A decade.
I know.
Decade.
Yeah.
It's my 10-year anniversary in August.
We're just talking about that.
I know, and you guys were bragging about your over
Wow,
10
13
years.
I
for
was not
me.
But Eric wanted to one up.
Well, we were talking about anniversaries. I was like, oh, 13.
13 years.
13 years.
You were here for the inception of Warframe.
Yeah.
And a little bit before as well.
The first concepts were in 11 years ago, basically. So,
And you were there,
yeah,
concepting.
basically made the game.
Okay.
All by your lonesome.
That's
All by yourself?
Galera, eu olhei tudo aqui, não achei nada que falasse sobre o Warframe
Yeah,
novo.
there's,
Só fala
lots
que
planned
vai
for the
sair
10-year
hoje.
anniversary this
Agora
year,
hoje,
so
a que horas eu não
very,
tenho
very
ideia.
excited to be, kicking things off. And
Como o Alexandre, como o Xande disse também.
Yeah, so just stay
Deve ser
tuned
de
for more
tarde.
information on that, but please rest assured that we are
Eles
gonna
não iam
be
marcar 11 horas da manhã
celebrating
e ia só
10
passar um
years. Huge
videozinho de 1
milestone for me,
minuto.
for the players. There
né?
are players here
Enfim,
who have literally stuck
vamos
around
continuar
since
aqui
day
sondando
one,
para ver o que
which is
acontece.
insane. So shout out to you, and also if you're new or a year-old, 2-year-old, thank you for being. I mean, you're not 2 years old, but
Hopefully not.
Are you a
Your
baby
game
watching
account.
the stream?
Your diapers.
Are there
No, I'm just kidding.
babies watching?
Yeah.
Enquanto isso, eu vou deixar a DevStream rolando aí, para vocês não ficarem sem assistir nada, beleza?
Yeah.
That's a homie right
Yeah.
there.
Can I get a handshake?
10 years is a nice, big date where for a lot of people it's like coming of age sort of thing, right? If anyone started when they were a kid and then they're basically grown up adults, which is kind of crazy to think about, right?
It's actually really true.
Like if you were a teenager, you're basically in your 20s now, and if you stuck with it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to think about that it's been that long.
Like I got glasses when I was 10 years old. Now look at
Oh
me.
my God. You worked at these since you were
I
10.
didn't-
Now you're 20.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm well over 20. Anyways, we're going to move on to not Citrine's Last Wish just yet. Something that's coming before Citrine's Last Wish, and that is Star Days. Star Days is coming back. Ticker! Ticker is going to be back in Fortuna starting February 1st. And she's going to bring some new glyphs and a new emote, which, Dean, if you'd like to go to my screen and my gameplay. So I'm here visiting Ticker. This is the test build, so obviously. And there's a Miss Rebecca Ford. Before you do it, Reb, I'm just going to show Ticker's manifest here. So Star Days affections will appear February 1st. And Ticker will have everything from previous Star Days and some newer stuff like the glyphs, this one being the most K-pop thing I think I've ever seen in Warframe
Those
thus
are great.
far.
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then one newer addition is an emote, and it comes in 2 parts, left hand and the right hand, and if you can coordinate it with a bestie or a new friend, you can come together and make yourself a heart. And because Reb and I are besties for life, we're going to show it off here. So I'm going to be left.
All right, I'll be right.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Here, let's try it. Try it.
Oh,
we did it.
Wow.
It does work.
It does work. Real life and in game. Isn't that fun? So yeah, Star Days is really just a celebration of love. I just love when Ticker really gasses me up, gives me affirmation. So I love hanging out with Ticker during this time. And it's just a fun way to get some nice little festive themed items from previous years and also a couple of new things. So if that's up your alley, get yourself some debt bonds and Ticker will give you some really cute stuff. And February 1st is when Star Days will start. Yay!
I'm so
Thanks,
excited.
Reb.
You actually left me hanging. I'm standing there with
I'm
my
so
hand out like
sorry.
this, and there's nothing happening. Thank you.
There you go. Sorry. You were just grabbing my shoulder.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Oh.
Oh, you can get
Very
ticker right in there. Oh,
Oh.
I tried.
Okay.
All right, you can move away from my gameplay now, Dina. Appreciate you. All right. Shall we finally talk about Citrine's Last Wish?
Let's do
I feel
it.
like we're at your mercy here, Megan. This is you can we're your hostages.
This is my show. If only Dean. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say if Dean implemented put the shutter down on Rev. I'm kidding. I would never.
Oh, that's amazing.
I would never. I love you.
Oh,
I love you. I
that'd
love
be
you.
so dope.
I love you. All right, we're gonna talk about Citrine's Last Wish. Reb, what's the scoop?
Yeah, so as we were looking at, even as recently as Lewis Prey, which we released in December, it felt really good to do a very traditional Warframe update where you do a game mode or adjacent game mode, a frame, and a whole bunch of cool shit. So we were like, let's start the year off with that because we want to, give ourselves some more time with Duviri. So we came up with Citrine's Last Wish, which is an update that is very classic Warframe, and importantly to me, it brings a very beautiful theme and also some characters that I love and I'm sure the community loves as well. So what we are doing with Citrine's Last Wish is we're bringing a Warframe, we're bringing a variant game mode, and we're bringing some characters into the spotlight that A, might love minerals, and B, might be looking for ways to improve the tube men. And for that reason, this update as a package is going to have some themes of love, some themes of loss within a story that you'll play in this variant game mode. Now, Citrine is a Warframe that Pablo and the art team have been putting together. And I don't know if we want to start with Citrine, maybe start with some characters. I'm not sure how you want to go from there. But generally speaking, it's an update that we are going to get out in February on all platforms. And it's going to have a brand new Warframe for everyone to play, a mirror defense game mode. And because it's our 10-year anniversary, it's going to be bringing back something with a twist that is very near and dear to my heart. I actually brought a screenshot, and we'll see how much nostalgia there is for this.
Let's see if they can guess. Dean, it's titled Zinni, which I just spoiled.
That's what this is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Meg's
No,
show.
no, it's not. It's not raids.
I'm
Raids.
so dumb.
Yeah, Zinni.
Could you possibly guess?
I'm so stupid. Okay, sorry. So sorry. Yeah.
I want to be very clear. There is much more to the game mode than just this map. This is only 1/3 of everything you're going to see with Citrine's Last Wish. And we're doing something we've never done before with the game mode. And this is just a small, 10-year anniversary detail. But this is not the only thing that you'll see with this game mode, but it is coming back for it. So I'm very excited.
Speaking of not the only thing, but also in line, Dean, there's another piece of fan art called
Fan art?
crystals. Or sorry, not fan art. Sorry, I'm in primetime mode.
We're fans
The
of
crystals.
ourselves.
So, like Reb said, this is sorry, good catch. Those are some good reflexes. Part of this new, part of the update, and these are going to be. Did you say defense, Reb? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so Megan has this art this is us, one of our environment artists has put something together for Citrine's Last Wish, and it's going to be a mirror defense. And like I said, that tile you saw, the throwback, is only going to be one part of the
Isso
mission.
lembra
And these characters
quando
that are
acontece isso
perhaps
com o Inaros,
encased
né?
in
Que ele entra
minerals
dentro
are
do caixão,
critical to
sabe?
the story of Citrine's Last Wish. So these will be very important for you and your objectives in the mission. You may see something a little tragic and heartbreaking happening, but you'll have to wait and see. Maybe a certain mineral-loving character will tell you a little bit more about what's going on here.
Well, I'm going to spoil what that mineral-loving character is currently. Dean, can you go to my gameplay? Thank you. So like Reb said, there's going to be a new mission, and it's going to be on Mars, Mirror Defense, as you can see. This will be locked if you haven't done Heart of Deimos, so that will be the prerequisite to access this node. Once you have, Otak is going to want to chat with you a little bit. We're going to go see him just really quickly. And one of the things that this update and this kind of story are going to bring, very similar to Lewis Prey, where, like Reb said, really classic mission acquisition of getting the Warframe, the weapons, which we're going to talk about, but as well, we are doing a vendor-style acquisition as well. So not only can you get the citrine parts in this new mission and the weapons, but also Otak is going to play a part here in being the vendor, and he will also have all the goodies for a currency that you can acquire in game as well, similar to the Lewis Thrax Plasm. I won't go too far, but you'll see down here we have a little bit of an option to check out his wares. So he will play a part, and he'll greet you with a lovely inbox if you've already played the Heart of Deimos when you log into the game. And you can check that out. And yeah, is there anything else, Reb, on that?
Yeah, I think just generally speaking, the update is going to give you that new game mode that is that mirror defense. You'll be able to play it and earn everything that the update's bringing, which I hope that you are going to be showing some of the weapons coming. And of course the frame. And yeah, I guess the community has kind of latched on to the idea of a pity system with some of our new frame and updates, and that's exactly it. If you don't get lucky in the game mode, you can go to Otak, go to Citrine, and you can use the currency to sort of guarantee that you're going to get the content that we're releasing, which will be a new frame and 2 signature weapons, which we can probably talk about right now.
We could, or we could talk about Citrine.
Yeah, the new frame, Citrine, let's go.
Let's talk
I'm
about
ready.
Citrine. Let's do it. We're gonna go from a art perspective first, and then we'll go into a design perspective of what Citrine is. But we have a whole bunch of concepts to show you from the inception with the ever wonderful Keith Thompson, and then going into our high poly versions, our thoughts on what the color scheme is going to be. So we'll jump into the first one. Dean has it armed and ready to go. So this is the iconic Keith Thompson style Warframe, and this was where Citrine was concepted. I want to say it was Stalactus.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Stalactus. So we've taken this, and she will be the star of the show for Citrine's Last Wish, obviously. So we obviously
Conceitual
took this
parece
concept, and
bonito,
what do you do with it?
mas o resultado final,
What do you do
sei lá, não me atraiu muito não.
What do we do with it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Are we doing
Nothing.
concept first, or are we doing? Yeah. So I think this is.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of you guys and Marco just kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, I think we. Center it. I think we roughed in the mesh a little bit, and then we had Marco and your team.
Yeah.
Kind of refine it a little bit. Is it good, Dean? Yeah.
We can go to the next one.
So
now we
you knew
have-
the theme off the gate, right? Pablo, you wanted geode, crystals, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I think pretty early on when generally how we do is we look at a lot of, Keith Thompson has like a bunch of concepts for us, and literally have like 20 plus there. And I was looking through them, and I was looking at this one, and I always liked this design. I think he did it several years ago.
2019.
Yeah, he's done a long time ago. And every now and then I would look at it and I'd be like, what could that one be? And I've been wanting to do a support frame for a while. It's something that obviously we have a few, but it's generally we tend to do more like all-rounders nowadays. So I want to do a support one. And at the moment, it's actually more all-rounder than support, if I'm being honest. But it's coming along really well. We're doing a lot of play testing at the moment. Pretty exciting.
So from art perspective, and now we have kind of the imagination of what her color is going to be. And I had no part in this, okay? These colors were not.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say I think people are inspired by me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so I think these are some work in progress. What's actually interesting in particular with this one is this is a kind of a combination of multiple team members working on one Warframe. So we don't usually do it that way, but I think this is a case where we had to leverage some like really cool tech stuff with how we're going to render and generate all the mineral innards. And when we were designing the original sculpts, it was kind of important for us to, I think, capture some of that almost violent way that the Warframe is being torn apart in sections and kind of innards exposed and stuff like that. So and also, actually, this is an opportunity for some of these new members of our team to have joined us in the past year to really kind of flex their muscles and sort of like breathe, fresh blood into the way we make content. So this is, I want to shout out Frederick and Bento and Isaias. And so they've been kind of steadily working through it, problem solving. This is a bit of a collaborative process because this took some pretty creative, overcoming some creative challenges and technical challenges as far as generating the final high resolution mesh and how we're gonna handle the material. So I'm looking forward to the final polished piece. But these early looks, kind of the prototypes and early looks of it were very, very promising. This is a bit of an inside look into how the sausage gets made. So this is an exciting one. This is kind of Warframe is weird in all the best ways. This is another one of those real weird ones, and it's kind of awesome. So, yeah.
And we also have a alternate helmet for her that will be coming.
Ooh, yeah, Marco worked on this. Did a great job.
This is, I believe, called the Kalite helmet. Maybe you can speak to it.
Yeah. Actually, speaking with Marco about it, this goes back to what I mentioned previously. With he had some sketches, and we were developing the look for the Warframe, and again, it's almost like a violent way in which parts of it are exposed, right? So I remember talking to him about capturing a bit more of that, and it felt a lot more dynamic and weird, and again weird in all the best ways, right? It's so alien, and it seems like it's organic, but also of course it seems like we were emulating a lot of that like cracked geode look, and you're looking into this collection of minerals inside. So out of all of the kind of early sketches, I think we kind of narrowed it down to this alternate helmet because it looked so different from the original, and that's how we usually do it. We kind of make sure that the alternate helmet is a really different take, and so this really was the one that everyone was happy with. So
yeah, that's cool.
It's very cool. Like you said, very different from what the OG is going to be.
That's right, yeah.
And we also have a couple animations. Now, keep in mind that the mesh used in this animation is not her, and it's not going to come to your game, so don't get excited about this. You'll never see this.
Just accept it.
Just accept
Our
it.
animators need shapes to work with, so they make kit bashed frames to every idle animation starts like this in their respective shapes. So enjoy the cursed and beautiful and innovative animations.
So this is going to be Citrine's idle animation for when she has a rifle. She's, what did you say, crystal sweating or something? Wiping that crystal sweat?
Wiping the crystal sweat, yeah.
Crystal sweat in Warframe, TBD. I don't know. So this is going to be the rifle one. I think the next one is a bow. Yep, so we have a bow idle. Oh,
yeah.
Glamorous. Oh
Loki
my goodness.
Is slaying. Loki is absolutely serving.
Loki, please.
What is up?
And then I think the next one is a pistol idol, where she's telling us to shush. Can we believe? What a savage. Just having none of your.
Put it over there.
None of your
She's
stuff.
saying, stop requesting Loki female.
You
Chat.
can't have me.
Yeah,
Stop it.
all the chat.
So when's that coming?
Sorry? No, it's not.
Right.
Well, the animations are, not the mesh, okay? Not the
No, that's our
mesh.
10-year anniversary. We're giving a Loki helmet,
Yeah,
so
but-
every
Don't even.
Loki can serve any look that Loki wants to as of our 10-year anniversary.
Uma versão feminina do Loki.
Yeah, so that is currently the process that we're going through with Citrine. We're getting her, her mesh in game, working with the materials and everything, making her look fantastically geode. And then, yeah, design-wise, like you said, playtesting the abilities, making sure that she's kind of support frame. At this point, maybe not. They're kind of going back and forth.
It all kind of it goes through phases as we develop. But yeah, she's a lot of fun right now. She's very, very powerful, maybe a little too much, and then we just kind of go back and forth until she's ready to go.
Yeah, so that's currently where we're at right now, but Citrine will be coming, obviously, in Citrine's Last Wish. So that is the Warframe.
You're not going to share my screenshot?
Oh, Reb
My
has a
beautiful-
screenshot. That's right. Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
Come
She has a
on.
wide screenshot she'd like everyone to see. It's in there. It's called
Come
Citrine.
on. Come on.
It's coming.
spent
It's
all-
just so wide it can't fit.
Yeah. World's widest screenshot.
I promise you. I promise you, Dean.
Dean,
Refresh?
it's in there.
It's in there. Reb might have added it real close to the wire.
I wouldn't do no such
She
thing.
would not. She would not.
I would not.
Pause chop.
But I did.
Pause chop.
It's like
Fred's just dying to show off those wide screenshots.
I just want everyone to see Citrine. So you
true.
saw the wonderful development from the modeling and all the work going into the geode innards, I believe we call those these days. The crystal innards.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I want to
That's a
show you it
technical term.
in game. She was the team got her hooked up and in before the stream, so I thought people would like to take a look at her in game, but I've ruined Dean's life once more, so I don't know what to do.
He's got it. Here it
Yay.
comes. There it is.
Oh,
Yay!
Wow, wide.
Deal very early. Whips with whips.
Yep.
Just to be clear, literally those materials went in like an hour before.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
stream,
Yeah,
so
it's like not final mesh. It's all kind of just to get some proxies in and really test the rendering of the materials and stuff. So yeah, but
Yeah.
it's looking
This
pretty good
is
already.
literally-
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So
same day. None of this is final. I just wanted players to get a look at her in context. So this is literally whips, but she looks so beautiful I couldn't resist. So
Wide whips, crystals, and geodes.
And you can see previews of her powers there. There
Oh.
will be floating gems around her,
Oh.
and there will be giant little gems. She puts
Giant
in.
little gems.
Giant little
Thank
gems.
you. I love it. I love giant little gems. So yeah, she'll be coming, and maybe we'll sprinkle some more information about her as the days go on, because like we said, this will be coming in February, so you don't have to wait too long, but there's still some days ahead, so we'll update you as we can. I think we should do another platinum prize, because it's already
Can Greg read it?
2:36.
oh,
Greg,
that's
you can
okay.
read it. No,
All
Greg,
right.
please. I insist. I insist.
It's all you, Greg.
No pressure.
Don't screw
Alright.
it up, Greg.
Crazy Nat Crazy Natsu TV. Crazy Natsu TV. I'm trying real hard
Crazy
to read
Nat.
it.
Crazy Nat.
Some of these names are real. You guys are real tricky out there.
Oh, I know.
You guys make me say a lot of weird stuff. So
Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now with your in-game alias and platform you play Warframe on, and we will get you your 1,000 platinum Crazy Natsu TV. All right, now before we move on away from Citrine herself, you are working on a Prex card,
Yes.
but we kind of wanted to shine a light on the fact that you've worked on all of the Prex cards. So we have a little bit of the showings of the process behind your mind and how that
Yeah,
Prex card
this
works.
mind.
This mind. So we have some roughs
like a
here.
geode, you look inside.
Crack it open.
Crack it open.
Yes, so this is kind of how I start the Prex process. Prexus? Nope.
And this is
crickets.
Protea, by the way. This isn't.
Protea.
We're gonna
So,
get to.
Yeah, we're just going to show a few of the ones. And so this is kind of how I usually start, just kind of sketch out some ideas, try and catch the attitude of the Warframe. And I believe this is one we have not released.
We have not released this Titania one, but perhaps she will find a place some way, somehow. But it's like you were saying that these are some of your favorite ones that you've done.
Yeah, I think also they were a good example of kind of, some of them had a lot more sketches, so I wanted to show as many as possible. And then some I got two of them pretty quick. But yeah, so this is Titania, and then I think the next one is
Really
Ninja.
using that hoop, eh?
Yeah, it's a good element, I think, a design element to play in there. So, and I think we went with the second one. But yeah, so that's kind of how it's funny, everyone is calling different ones to pick, but sorry, I picked the second one. But these were back when Jeff was still on the project. That guy, Jeff guy?
Tall guy.
He had a muscle or
Loser.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, moo. And him and I would go back and forth, kind of playing with some of the poses and stuff. And then from this stage, I start tightening him up and start cleaning up the roughs and stuff and get the line art down. Look at usually by then there's like a model, a rough model. Like
Right.
you saw some of the Citrine stuff. Sorry. Yeah, Citrine stuff. I think it's Stalactus.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, so and then I lay in the kind of just basic colors and start thinking about, just any tweaks at this stage, like last minute fixes and stuff. And I try to get all the details too. Like I get a little crazy, I think, and I think you're gonna see the next shots. I get right in there, and I don't know how high res your
The
TV
lines.
is, but the rendering takes me forever because I'm a maniac. But I think it gives it a nice texture to it. And my take on kind of the Art Nouveau approach, like the Alphonse Mucha, I think that's how you say it, like the Art Nouveau styles of those kind of card art, poster art that he did back in the 20s. Anyway, so yeah, and then so this is kind of the final of all three of them. So, and then
we have some whip of.
Well, no, there's another one that's kind of somewhat. So as you can see,
right.
they've kind of been changing. I've added more darks and kind of tried to play with some of the contrast more.
The glowing on the Stynax one?
Yeah,
That was wild. I remember seeing that one. I was like, wah!
Yeah, some of that stuff works. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to achieve, but I have a lot of fun. I'm super blessed and thankful to DE that they let me do these because, yeah, I have a great time doing them. So, and they still want more. So I'm like, okay. So this is so to go from there to this rough stuff. So this is a really, really, really rough. I just whipped this up yesterday quick.
Wait, is she doing the shush?
So yeah, a little bit of a shush. And I might put a weapon in her hand, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. So.
Wow, what a great segue you're about to do.
That was a great segue.
What a great segue. Did you know?
No, I did not.
So yeah, she's going to be coming with a Prex card. She's not going to have a Laverian, but the Prex card we are going to put in with OTAC. So if you're interested in getting yourself her Prex card, OTAC will be the one to go to for that. An incredible job.
Oh, thanks
Those are
guys.
really cool.
Appreciate it, everyone.
Love it, Ved.
Thank you. Please let me do more.
No more. All right, as you alluded to, and as we alluded to, there are some weapons coming in this update. And I'm going to do my best in the world to show it in its.
Can I give a little context? Are you going to do melee or shotgun first?
What would you like?
I want to talk, let's do shotgun and then we'll talk melee.
All right, let's do shotgun. I'm going into the simulacrum, so we're going to go to the ballroom because we're what? Classy.
Okay.
You just talking to yourself?
I mean, I looked at Pablo, but I was talking to myself.
I'll change your classic.
Yeah, she will be coming. Citrine will have two signature weapons. She is going to have a shotgun, the Stephlos, which is going to be pack quite a punch, wouldn't you say?
What is that?
What do you mean? What do you know? You're an artist.
It's based off the Lotus Pod.
Amazing.
Internal name Lotus Pod, as you can see, very pod-like. But yeah, this one, as you can see in the description, energy projectile bursts forth from the Stephlos and grows as it rushes towards enemies. I'll show it off. Duration increases when it hits an enemy, and then obviously with Citrine being her signature weapon, its projectile speed increases. Do you want me to play with this one first, Reb?
Yeah, and then we'll talk about the core.
That'll probably be
Totally.
really podular.
All right, Reb, pick the enemy. What do you feel like?
Give me a butcher. Give me a Kuva butcher.
You want a butcher?
Mm-hmm.
A butcher? A Kuva butcher?
Yeah.
How many you want?
This one. End their miserable life.
Oh, no, I need like 10.
Okay,
Hopefully
10.
the weapon is to hit.
I need like 10. What do you want the level, Reb, huh?
Give me a solid. I don't know. Did you mod the Stephlos or not?
She's got a couple mods.
All right, toss. Give me 80.
Oh, damn.
What the?
She's got 80. We're going to keep him slow for a second.
Oh, brain dead.
I have no
One
idea.
brain cell mode.
One
Does it shoot bees? Not.
Oh, I
not.
can do that.
It
It
does
kinda
shoot
does.
bees. Can we get a change? Can we shoot bees? No, it's not going to shoot bees. So what you're going to notice, and what kind of the description is alluding to, is that your first shot is essentially going to have a little bit of a shorter range. But as you hit enemies, that projectile is going to basically gain life and grow and grow. So what you're going to notice is I'm going to shoot my first enemy, and it kind of hits that second one a little bit and the third. But as I keep hitting them, it's going to go farther and farther and farther. So you're going to want to try and obviously group enemies up as much as you can. And this projectile is going to grow as you hit your enemies.
Damn. Line them up.
I killed. And these are my
Tactics,
custom
aiming.
colors. This isn't the actual colors of the weapons.
Thank God.
Megan made a choice today.
No, I mean, thank God for your colors, of course.
Thank you, thank you. So really like to. So as you can see, it's just going to keep on going back there as I'm hitting these enemies. So, oh, he died.
Yeah, so you'll be able to get the Stephlos in the new game mode or from OTAC using the Citrine vendor there. So this will be a brand new shotgun for all you Hell's Chamber enjoyers.
Oh God, that guy went flying. All right, so that's one of them.
Okay, I need to calm down for the melee.
All right, calm down, Zach.
Since the dawn of time, man has yearned to wield the power of the sun. No. The Korufel is very, 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 very beautiful. In the Angels of the Zariman update, we added a two-handed scythe grip weapon. And we have, over the course of the years, we've made content, for Arcwing. We have Arcwing melee, but then we realized that we had potential to do a second two-handed scythe weapon with a twist. So I am very, very happy that we were able to make the two-handed scythe last year with the Hespar, and now we have a two-handed scythe once more. But because this is Warframe, the heavy attack in particular is just explosive. So you'll use your normal, two-handed scythe melee attacks. But Megan, I don't know if you can do a heavy attack.
Shall we pick a victim?
Pick a victim. Anyone will do.
How about this Joker?
Yeah.
What do you think about him?
Yeah, get him.
Work here.
Oh,
Okay.
pretty
It
cool.
transforms into a gun blade and does a projectile attack on heavy. So if you hit your heavy attack button, it transforms into a gun blade, and the whole scythe is animated and rigged. Yeah, it's rigged to collapse into a gun blade, and they did this custom animation for it so that it can transform for that attack. I screamed and was so excited that we were able to do this. And so it's a two-handed scythe. You can swing it around, and then when you want to unload the heavy attack, it turns into the most incredible. Yeah. It's just so that'll be Citrine's signature melee weapon. This is the Korufel, and it's coming in February.
Joker.
You're having too much fun.
And classic, if you double it, you can double tap.
That's pretty rad. I like that.
Pew, pew.
So much drama with the swing and the transformation.
Yeah. So those are the two new weapons. It's coming with
Ooh,
Citrine.
super cool.
Delicious. Delicious.
Yeah.
Crystal clap.
All right. I think what's on everyone's mind is what the hell was that Warframe in that announcement image? Am I right?
Well, if you measure the codpiece
Talking to
curve
ourselves.
and you
Right.
compare the codpiece to Rhino's codpiece, you can actually, using cyber codpiece technology, you can collapse the codpiece measurements to deduce none other than it being a Rhino Deluxe skin.
None other. All right, Dean, back to my screen, if you shall.
Oh, that's wild.
We have the Rhino Death Watch skin. Now, I should have prefaced this. If you don't like bugs, I'm sorry. Very buggy vibes, and I mean that visually.
Era isso que eu tava querendo ver.
I'm gonna get clipped.
Essa skin embaixo vai ser muito louca.
Joke of, oh, they're riding bugs on purpose now.
He's a bug. He is a beetle. We are going to show some concept art and talk about that in a second, but this is him. He also has deluxe animations as well, so that was one of them, him being, here, I'll get out of the arsenal here. This is one of his, I believe, this is his noble, so you can see him, and these are his, obviously, true colors. The wings, these little buggy wings, are actually going to be in the auxiliary slot, so if you're not into the wings, you can take those off or put them on. Ooh, oh my goodness. He's flying around, I can't even look at him. And then as well, we have...
I love how the material came together with like the iridescence and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
has a little bit of like, I don't know, like almost like a scaly pattern to it on top of it.
That's great.
It's really cool.
He has so many little extra arms. Sorry
You
if
can
you
just stay in
don't
the
like
arsenal,
that.
Meg. Just stay.
Sorry?
It'll do the idols in the arsenal if you just stay there, and then you can get full screen. But yeah, he's incredible. The art team killed it with the materials and the
Cool.
texture work. Yeah, and the concept, of course.
And I thought he was hilarious as a bug with a tiny pistol.
And he's got little claw
Yeah,
hands.
tiny
Look at this.
pistol is
He's
pretty
a tiny real-life pistol.
Aw.
He's a beetle on a mission.
Yeah. Double O beetle.
Double
okay.
beetle. And then, of course, if you were curious, he also looks great in my colors.
We
I
were wondering.
was.
Oh, wait,
Were you wondering?
Where did the
Well,
character go?
that's not that bad, actually.
You can see I took the wings off here, so you can see him. With the
Honestly,
random.
because of the iridescent, almost any color.
It almost
I think
saves
will
it,
work,
yeah.
right?
It's Megan proof.
Nicely done.
I'm insulted, but
That was
also
good.
flattered.
That was good. One
So
of those.
thank you.
One of those for that.
So he'll be coming in Citrine's Last Wish, but like I said, we do have a couple concepts to show kind of the process of where this even came about from the mind of our artists.
Ha.
Dino, yeah.
Came from Vadim. he joined the team a couple years ago, and I think he was working on this in 2021 already. He was doing some concept sketches, and so these are some early looks at it, and I really like the exploration he did on all this. This is really cool. He really got into it, and yeah, and then you start seeing the color passes. He's an amazing artist. His color passes are always so cool to look at. So, and then you can see the bottom right. That was the one that got check marked. So, and then I think the next one is, yeah, the final art, and then his weapon.
Are those his tiny little arms?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
And then yeah, then the turnaround. So
There
yeah,
is.
I think it's turned out great. Vadim did a great job, and the modeling team, everybody on that side, they did an amazing job.
And you were
to
saying
take
that
it, so.
he's been kind of like, you know, chipping away at it
Yeah.
for a while
Yep.
now.
Yeah. Well, sometimes in between tasks, we have some time, and I'm always encouraging the team to play with as many deluxe skins as possible. So, because yeah, they're a lot of fun, right? So, especially you see your idea make it to the game,
Yeah.
and have it look that great. So that's pretty wild. So.
And I think what's I love about deluxe skins is we kind of experiment with like going really obscure with, you know,
Eu
Rhino
gostei
not being
bastante.
a bug,
Parece
but
que além
now
da
being a bug.
aparência, ela
So it's like
afeta
you can go different
a
ways,
movimentação
like
do
Nidus
Rhino, né?
Strike is probably one of the craziest deluxe skins, I think, in terms of going just like super far out from what he is. So if you're into bugs,
Sinceramente, eu gostei mais da skin nova do que do Warframe novo.
Yeah, they're really wild, and I think that's really what it is very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, even the one you designed with Boban and the steampunk one.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
Nice.
yep.
That's like
That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that.
pretty far from the fiction, but deluxes allow us that
Yep.
flexibility to explore and have fun. You know.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool ones in the pipe.
shush.
So maybe you'll see them, maybe
Save it
not.
for the next one.
Stop it. Stop it. One thing also coming in Citrine's Last Wish is another Void Shell skin. Dean, back to my gameplay, if you will. We have the Ember Void Shell skin coming in hot, and she has the, I don't know,
Well done, well done.
this, what's that?
Well done, well done.
Coming in hot. Yeah.
Coming in, oh, I didn't, I mean, yes, I meant that.
Oh my
I'm so smart.
goodness.
Can I pronounce this? No. The Phanarius bark will be her void shell material. It's basically burnt wood-esque inspired, obviously, because she is a
Isso
fire
me
goddess
faz lembrar,
herself,
sabe o
so it's
quê?
gonna be her void shell
Pra
skin
quem já
with
jogou,
her,
provavelmente vai lembrar
hero
também.
structure. Get the
O Anthem da EA.
Actually, if I can add a little
Esse
bit to
sistema de
Rhino
skin,
Deluxe,
assim, que
it's funny you say
você
that
pode mudar a cor específica e a textura.
At one Warframe, because Marlon, want to shout out Marlon, because he tinkered away at this actually a while as well. So this was kind of on the back burner until we kind of had capacity to make it properly happen, and
Yeah.
we had to go back, and like Pablo mentioned, we really took a look and added, and it was already in a really good state, but then, you know, we started to leveraging some of the extra rendering stuff that was added into our shaders to get that really sort of like color shifting
Vou ter que
look,
repetir, essa
kinda
skin
like
tá
automotive
muito
commercial
melhor que o
automotive
Warframe.
paint sort of look.
Ah.
So,
Essa
and
skin é
playing a
animal.
bit more with our
Eles
shaders to
deviam
get
fazer
that,
mais
like,
assim, desse estilo.
blended carapace look with the patterning. So I think it came out great. Again, I think it's one of the earliest things Marlon worked on when he joined our team. So I think it was. I hope this is really fun for him to finally see it come to life in, you know, all the best
What a
ways.
difference.
But yeah. Okay, here we go.
Whoops.
There you go.
Don't look at that.
Megan's back.
Sorry.
Not Megan proof.
No, I want to show. Oh.
all right. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So I think
Oh, blue boy.
that effect really lends itself well to that really
Yeah, it looks so sharp.
to that look. So I think it looks awesome. I think it came out really, really good. And I mean, that's great right there.
Should I stop right there? Is that what
Yeah.
you're telling me?
Yep.
Stop.
There you go.
Just
So-
kidding. I'll
Yeah,
do one
so-
more. Oh, God.
No.
Okay, here we go.
So just
Maybe it's
like-
not Megan proof after all.
Right, all right.
No
All in,
problem.
Boy.
the Citrine's Last Wish update has a new frame, it has a new game mode, it has Rhino Deluxe, it has 2 new weapons. It also has more quality of life and some other design and gameplay things, Meg. I don't know what. Oh, what else
Whoa,
we
are
got?
you spoiling? But she's too early. Oh, sorry. Utico, you're too early. You spoiled
Lower down the
something
flap
that's
again.
coming for drifters. A little drifter cosmetic, if you will. So obviously, working on Deviri, It's a very drifter-centered update, but we wanted to give you a little something in Citrine's last wish, and that would be what we're calling Visage ink. And if you know what that means, face tats.
Yes, the art team were able to we wanted to do a new area for players to customize their drifters. You know, as we're working on some content to give drifters more cosmetics, this itself as a new system felt like a little bit of a no-brainer because you can really push the way your drifter looks with these essentially Visage inks. A lot of them will be completely movable, scalable. Some of them won't, some of them will, but you can go pretty wild with making your drifter your own.
Very cool. I believe Liger did these.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that, yeah, there's a lot of the team were able to push these to get them different faction style designs, just straight up aesthetic designs. And yeah, they're incredible.
They are incredible. So those will be coming in Citrine's last wish as well.
Yeah. Children are not allowed to get tattoos in Warframe, so.
Drifters only.
Drifters only.
All right. A couple other things that are coming in Citrine's last wish are some augments and some arcanes.
True. Yeah, we have 4. Are you gonna go through?
I could.
No, if you want.
If you want.
Sure.
We've got 4 augments.
4 augments.
Garuda, Gyre, Revenant, Yoreli.
Caliban, right? Oh, that we delay that one. Okay, never mind.
Whoa. It's not coming yet. Yoreli. Yeah, so for Garuda, we have for her Shattered Lash, a Shattered Storm augment. And that, do you want me to go into the specifics?
Please do.
When Garuda breaks her Mass Vitrify ring with a Shattered, Gara, sorry. Gara?
Yeah,
Gara,
yeah.
sorry. When
I
Gara
was
breaks her Mass,
confused
I was like, wait, that's wrong. Breaks her Mass Vitrify ring with Shattered Lash. Enemies struck by the glass suffer Splinter Swarm at a % strength.
Yeah, we're also going to make a base change to Gara with this. Basically, right now is different. Like you create your little glass with a 4 and then you hit it with your 1. And it's different if you hit it from inside or from outside. So we're actually flipping that so it now always works like if you hit it from outside, which, you know, as if you're familiar with Gara, you know that that's more convenient. So we're changing with that, and that synergizes better with this.
And then for Gyre, for her Cathode Grace, a shock releases when Gyre eliminates an enemy while Cathode Grace is active. The shock has a % strength from Rotor Swell, and its duration extends by the same amount.
Yeah, just basically trying to do some synergy between the two there.
And for Revenant, for his Mesmer Skin, Revenant receives a % strength, Mesmer Skin strength, and nearby allies are granted Mesmer Skin stacks.
Yeah, so kind of, this one honestly is the one that we were a little bit scared about, just because obviously the Mesmer stack are so powerful, because you're essentially not only negating the damage, but also recently, I guess it's almost 6 months now or something, we buffed it to give like a second of invulnerability after, and also CCs the enemies that attack. So actually sharing that with the rest of your team is kind of scary. We're still tweaking the percentages and not. And also it has like is not only support, because we know often augments that are support only don't really work out as well. This one also has a bit of a greedy side, which is it also increases the power strength just for that ability. So you can get both things at once.
Yep. And then finally for Yoreli, for her Marilina, enemies affected by sea snares, heal Marilina for a % of their health. Upon healing, you'll gain reload speed and fire rate on secondary weapons for a duration.
Yeah, so this one also comes with a base change to Yoreli, which is basically Marilina absorbs, right now on live, it absorbs 75% of damage that you take goes to Marilina. We're changing that, well, I don't want to lie, but I'm pretty sure we changed it to 90% now.
Ooh.
So it's now 90%, that's base, without the augment. And then the augment on top of that now makes it so you can basically synergize with your bubbles to basically keep on healing it so you don't have to recast it.
We love bubble synergy here. I like it. So those are the 4 augments that are coming. And then we also have 4 arcanes, perhaps a 5th one, TBD. But we're going to have a primary arcane, a secondary arcane, and 2 Warframe arcanes. So look forward to those. I don't know if
And
you
those will also be in the mission and in Otak's store. So you can go either way. Cool.
Yeah, either way. So now we can go to that Citrine slide. Sorry, Dean. just to recap it's a lot of what we've talked about in terms of so far. Citrine's Last Wish coming February 2023, very soon. New
Não
Warframe,
fala
Citrine,
exatamente qual
Defense Mission,
o
a
horário,
little bit
mas
of
fala que é
twist.
hoje, hein? Falaram que era
Mission
hoje.
drops and vendor acquisition,
Tomara.
OTOC, and then the Heart of Deimos being the prerequisite to access that node. There's a new gun scythe, the Chlorophyll, the new shotgun Stephalos. Both of those are signatures for Citrine. She has an alternate helmet. She will be coming with accessories as well. Stay tuned on those. An Ember Void Shell skin, 4 new arcanes, new Warframe augments, Rhino Deluxe, and some Drifter Visage ink. So those are just kind of some nice, beautiful, fun things. We also have some quality of life stuff coming in Citrine's Last Wish. One of them being Tau Forged Archon shards.
Oh, Tauforge, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually
anytime
I
you're-
was earlier reading the chat and I was not seeing anyone talk about Tauforge. I was like, isn't this what they asked for?
Is this what they want?
Yeah. Yeah, so Tauforge, we're changing, actually you can see it there.
Yeah.
So,
Dino, do you mind going on my screen?
oh right, you cannot see it there.
That's
I
okay.
take it
Now
back.
they can see it.
So in there you can see 20% for Tauforge, which is how it works on live right now. We're basically adding what is essentially amounts to a pity system. So if you don't get it 1 week, the next week it will actually be 20% higher, so it'll be 40%, and the next week it'll be 60%, so on and so forth. The math basically averages for, you will get about twice as many arcane shards. So basically it goes from 20 all the way to 40% if you don't get it in 1 week. Then it goes 60, 80, and obviously 100. And I can't wait for all the screenshots I'm gonna get for like, I got all the way to 100 before it dropped.
Yeah, but like
Looking
at least, so yeah, the problem we were having is that, and the community pointed out, was someone could in theory never get one, just bad luck. So this is the highly requested pity system, which is coming in Citrine's Last Wish.
And it's important to keep in mind that this is individual. So if you go into a public Archon hunt and you have 100% and someone else has 20, your 100% doesn't affect the other people. They have their own individual Archon pity system, if you will. So it's for yourself, and you'll be able to see it here in the UI where you're at. If you forget, you miss a week, you're like, what percent am I at? You can check out the UI right here, and it'll tell you what probability you have for your Archon shard being Tau Forged. And then as well, we have some nice new tech coming in Citrine's Last Wish. One of them being a change to open world lighting. Now, if I may speak in terms of coder technology lingo, we've improved encoding of
technology lingo.
material data in the enhanced renderer that makes reflections intensity match the lighting environment better. We do have a little reference image
Oh my
here.
God, Steve, when did
I
you
was
do
just
that?
gonna. Where's
Yeah.
Steve here somewhere?
I am wearing pink shorts, pants, technically. So this, sorry, go ahead, Rem.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, this is Duviri. Keep that in mind. Here we have, if you look at the shadows and how the sun is bouncing off of these caves, and obviously the before and after, you'll see a much more clear, brighter version of the after. The shadows aren't so dense, and you can really kind of see that detail of the cave. Reb, I don't know what you were about to say.
Well, what happened was in Duviri, because it's our 4th open world, they were pushing how to make it look as beautiful as possible. And since the dawn of time, our open worlds have used monochrome lighting, and we were able to get the color of the actual content that was being lit bounced around better, so that you can see and this is one of those things that it came for Duviri, and then obviously the graphics team and the lighting team and our team were like, wow, every open world would look so much better if we had color in the lighting that was going around the environment. So we did, and now all the old open worlds will just look better because of the lighting details that we added to Duviri. Hopefully nothing broke too much, but you can see that the actual sand color, the pigments, the tints seem to appear in the shadows a lot more naturally than the before picture.
There you go. So that'll be coming in Citrine's Last Wish. And then another tech-related change is what we're calling cloth smoothing tech. But to be even more hype about it, this actually also fixes a jitter issue on cloth. So Syndanas, very popular. But if we compare the before and after, there's just a little bit of, a crick or a crease or a little jagged edge in what would preferably be a nice, smooth Syndana. So while this is a stagnant image of the Syndana, and you can see the before and after, how it's smoothing out, it's a nice, more rounded shape of how a Syndana should be, with movement of it is also changing in terms of it being more of a cloth-like movement instead of it being a little bit jittery with how it works right now. So we're fixing the jitter, which is great.
More flow.
More flow.
Yeah, there's actually two fixes there. There's just straight up vertex smoothing, and the jitter is how the cloth was frame over frame. It was jittering. So there's two fixes there. And
Two fixes.
yeah, there's the actual like appearance of vertexes on the cloths, and then there's the actual jitter itself.
Sindanas, eu,
Both of them have
sinceramente, eu acho que a maioria, as mais legais, são as feitas por fã. As
And
feitas
then
pela
another
DE,
quality of life thing that is
acho
changing
que,
is
sei
cold.
lá, uns 30% só que é legal, o resto.
Yeah, so, you know, the,
Cool.
bless you.
Old.
And so obviously throughout time, we have a lot of different statuses, and players, you guys value them at different rates, but cold
Só um
has always been
comentáriozinho.
one of the lower ones, especially if you compare, like it gives like, I think at base is it 40%? I think
25.
It's 25%. So 25% for one stack, which you don't really feel it right away. It's not really something that you notice as much, especially if you compare it with something like the proc that you get from fire, where they immediately start swinging their arms, or from bolt, which is like absolute immediate CC. So anyways, we're increasing the value. So now instead of 25, I think the base is what now?
50.
50 at base, and the cap, which before ended up at 70, now ends at 85.
Yeah. And the max stacks from 10 to 8. So there's a little bit of a change.
Yeah, so basically, because we're pushing the bottom and we're kind of pushing the top, but we're making it take less stacks to get to the top. So hopefully with that, it'll make kind of the cold proc on its own a little more valuable, a little more felt when you're actually freezing someone.
Very good. And then we have just, again, a little slide to sum up the couple quality of life things that are coming in this update. Dino's got it on hot. Again, Tau Forged Archon probability changes. You'll see that right away. The Syndana smoothing plus the jitter, two for one. The open world skylight changes that we showed, and then the cold status effect changes as well. So that is kind of a longer version. I went over an hour. I'm sorry. I did it again. I'm bad at that. So we have some quality of life, and then obviously all of the bigger things, Citrine, mission, all that stuff coming in Citrine's Last Wish. And that's... What do you mean? Oh, no.
Let's do it again. Start from the start.
All right, that means I'm only 2 minutes over. Let's do a platinum prize, shall we? Very good. And also keep in mind that this update, Citrine's Last Wish, is a mainline update. So there's a lot of fixes in there over time that we needed a code build to do and cert build to do. So this will be a mainline update that will fix a lot of code required issues. 1,000 platinum. Who is it, Eric? You get to go.
Yo, Roo.
Oh, very good.
Ryu.
Is that what you're going with?
I like it.
Okay. Ryu.
Had a good jitter to it.
Okay. Congratulations, you won 1,000 platinum. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now with your in-game alias platform play Warframe on. We'll get you your 1,000 platinum. All right. And then before we go, I just wanted to do a little update on mobile and a crossplay cross-save, because it kind of ended the year with crossplays here for everyone. We also have a mobile beta that's happening right now. And if you were just kind of curious of what our next steps are for those things for mobile, we're actually at our max capacity of iOS closed beta users. So appreciate everyone that signed up for that and is participating in that. We're going to be looking to get more spots in there if you were unable to get yourself a spot. And we're planning on doing another invite wave. And we're going to be running this iOS closed beta for a couple more months, probably throughout the spring. We're going to be adding things here and there, additional planets, maybe some quests into that mobile build. So if you were looking to expand your gameplay on that, we will be working on that and adding to it. We'll be updating, of course, the forums and everything that we have for there if you want to check that out, if you are a iOS user. And then for crossplay, cross-save, obviously the next step is cross-save. That's what our goal is. We are avidly working on that for 2023. We don't have too much to share.
E essa novela ainda do
Get it
cross-save,
all
hein?
to work functionally. We are working on
Não
VoIP
vejo a hora de chegar,
as
porque
well,
assim
and of course course, internally
A
we're
gente pode
solving,
jogar
trying
em
to solve
qualquer
some issues,
plataforma com o
or
mesmo
just things that
save.
we haven't been able to do with crossplay in terms of clan tech, what trading is going to look like, all that things we are considering and we are, looking into from a tech perspective for cross save. So you just have to kind of stay tuned for more information on that. As we develop it, we'll let you know. Most likely, we'll let you know on DevStreams. That's usually where we give you that kind of information. So you have to stay tuned for that. But when we give you more information, it'll be here.
Indeed. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's a kickoff to the year. We're focusing on Duviri, cross save. We got mobile coming. Citrine's Last Wish comes in February, so you'll get it soon. So you'll have something to play very, very, very soon. And Duviri, you will get a full experience deep dive at the February DevStream, where we're going to walk you through our 4th open world and the way in which Warframe is being recontextualized for players to enjoy, which is very
It's
exciting.
going to be weird. Speaking of weird, let's do a Baruch Prime Access giveaway.
This is mine.
He didn't do anything, except for I still haven't got him in game yet. I'm trying really hard. Baruch Prime Access, coming at you. Lucky Twitch viewer. Who is it?
Bucky88.
Pucky88. Hopefully you're a Leafs fan. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now with your in-game alias platform you play Warframe on, and we will get you your Baruch Prime Access. And maybe in the next DevStream, you'll learn about the next Prime.
Oh,
It's a secret still.
Don't say anything.
secret prime.
Did I miss any assets, Dean? No. I finally didn't miss any? No. Even though I gave you like 20?
Andrew, já mostrou já, tá no
We
comecinho.
did it.
We did
Acho
it.
que é os primeiros
Probably
minutos
do
da,
like
We should look at
da live aqui. Já mostrou o Warframe novo e a skin
Wait,
nova.
Unico, we need Unico. Get ripped.
Já tá finalizando.
Wrong, there you go. There you go.
All right, thank you very much for watching
Nailed it.
DevStream 167. Greg, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Eric, thanks for
No
being here.
problem. Thank
Pablo,
you.
thank you for being here.
Pleasure, Susha.
Rev,
Always.
thanks for being here. Stop
Rev,
it.
oh, it zoomed in. I like
Wow,
zoomed
you
in,
look
Rev.
great. And chat,
Okay,
thank you.
terrifying.
Thank you for being here for our first DevStream back. Like Rev mentioned, our February DevStream is going to be our big Duviri DevStream. We're also going to have more information about 10-year anniversary, what that's going to look like, some exciting things that you can expect, Rev, for 2023. So please stay tuned for that. And then between, in February, you're going to get Citrine's Last Wish. So you're going to see more of this Warframe. You're going to experience that defense mission with a twist. Buggy Rhino, I mean that aesthetically. It's going to be a great time. So thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate
And
you.
thanks for the Codpiece
chat.
detectives for all your hard work.
Yes,
couldn't
bless
be
you.
here
out
without
there.
you.
All right, have a wonderful Thursday, and we'll see you later. Bye.
269. Appreciate it. Oh, which struggles the
Então, galera. Galera, sinceramente, assim, pelo que eu tô vendo aqui, não me apetece, não me atrai muito, não. Tomara que tenha uma história legal, armas novas, skin nova, as habilidades dela. Vou deixar na descrição aí pra vocês acompanharem. Mas essa aqui, essa skin do Rhino, sinceramente, tomara que venha, tomara. Muito legal. Bom, enfim, terminou aqui. Eu vou encerrar também. Vamos aguardar, né? Disseram que é hoje. Vamos ver quando que vai sair essa atualização de fato. Vamos ficar no aguardo aí. E bom, Obrigado a todos que assistiram. Valeu. Áudio tá muito baixo. E agora? Melhor? Melhorou, melhorou, melhorou? Bom, como eu tava falando, eu vou encerrar agora. Aí vamos aguardar as atualizações chegarem. E eu vou mantendo vocês informados. Aqui na live ou por post, tá? Fiquem atentos ao canal aí pra gente ir acompanhando as novidades, tá bom? Até mais, pessoal. Muito obrigado, hein? Tchau, tchau.